You won't believe what you're about to see. Price guides right now are really messed up when it comes to PCGS and NGC and the gray sheet. You got to watch this video, so stay tuned. But first, here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com. I have a lot of nice coins listed up here on the site. Get a chance, go over to portsmouthcoinshop.com. Also, Coin Help You community, free coin help. You come over here, post an image, ask a question, and we'll be glad to help you. So here's a collection that we purchased, but I wanted to show you this because it's extremely important when you're looking at these values. Someone says, well, I've got it listed at gray sheet, and you think, oh, that's got to be a great deal. That's wholesale, right? Well, yes, but not always. And you really have to watch because some of them are so close. There's not much margins at all. If you're a dealer, you really have to watch this. Now, here at the Coin Shop, we go through great pains to price things. We look at eBay sold, BIN auctions. We look at heritage sold auctions, stacks, great collections. Sometimes we go over and over on this pricing, trying to figure out the best price to put on a coin. Now, I know it may sound a little anal to do it this way, but there are some coins, and you'll see what I'm going to show you here, that we really struggle with because they might be in an NGC holder and one's in a PCGS holder, and they look the same grade, and they are the same grade, but their prices are so different. So let's take a look. We have a 78cc graded 64, and it's an old green holder. Old green holders can sometimes command 10 to 20% more if the coin looks a little better than the grade. So they do sell for a little bit more. PCGS has it at 800. NGC has it at 745 in their holder. Gray sheet has it at 675. Now, I'm here to tell you that's not a huge margin, but it's not too bad. If you can do 10% or better sometimes on these, the thing of it is that that's if someone walks in with cash or a check. You start going through credit card fees, that's not so great because you're just taking 3% plus 30 cents right off the top. But moving on down to the list here, 78S64 is 275 in a PCGS holder, 140 in an NGC holder, and 230 gray sheet. So therefore, someone brings in one in an NGC holder, okay? It's listed for $140 retail, but gray sheet's 230. So what if the guy or the dealer's like, I want 230 out of it, or I want 10% back a bid? Well, you're still paying more than what PCGS has it listed for in retail because their retail's messed up. This is what I'm talking about. They haven't fixed this. They're not doing this to check their comps. And I think these are automatic, basically scraping the values. They get their comps from Heritage and different places like eBay, and they conglomerate them together. And I think something's messing up here. I don't know whether it's figuring in annex sales or bids. Like when someone bids on an auction, sometimes those are lower than the buy it nows. We see that a lot. So anyways, moving down to the 79S65 Plus. It's $300 in a PCGS holder, $300 in an NGC holder, and $224 in a gray sheet holder. So the wholesale is not much different than the retail, but there you still have a difference. So if you bought it for gray sheet, you can still make a little bit of money on it. Not a great profit margin. Then you have the 80S Mint State 66, 375 in a PCGS, 335 in NGC, and 255 on gray sheet. Now, that is more realistic. That's about what you would expect to see. Not so much the 335 versus the 375. Because when someone brings in PCGS and NGC graded coins, this forces you to separate them. It forces you to double check yourself because they may have looked at this PCGS or they may have just looked at NGC values, and this is what they might expect out of them. People that know their stuff in this business, or at least know some of about the coin values, this you can run into issues with it. Now the PLs is where it really gets bad. $750 in a PCGS holder, $850 NGC, and it's $770 gray sheet. Gray sheet 7 is more than PCGS retail. Not only that, but I did a little mark down here on it, and literally the 64 is $850. Regular 64 is $850. So without PL designation at all, PCGS has the PL listed for less than the regular 64 81cc. So that's another problem you have to address. So what do you price it at? I mean, they have it $850 over here. Okay, so but if the actual retail is $850 non-PL, then it's got to be $900, right, or $950. So then that's one issue you have to deal with. And the same thing is with the 82S 65 PL. You got $400, $315, and $275. That's a little more realistic, but boy, I'll tell you, these numbers here are not that far apart. I mean, you're almost at 300 here, and that's just over 300. Then you have the 82S 65 Old Green Holder PCGS. It's got 260, 230, and 170. That's not a huge discrepancy. But really, when you've got these two coins, Old Green Holder, you're going to have to go with PCGS value, and you're going to have to say, look, I'll pay you $200 for it, or 225. You try to not be that close. That's kind of close, especially if you're paying the credit card fees as a business. If you can flip something and make a few dollars on it at a coin show or someone walking your shop, that's no big deal. But when you start talking about doing stuff online where you got to take pictures, you got to pay someone to list it, you got to put it up on the site, it takes time to do all that. And we try to take a lot of these. You can't just take a stock photo and throw it up there because they're not all the same. Some of them are toned, like this 85cc down there, it's toned. So then we have 82cc Mint State 63 NGC, $450. NGC has it for $275, and Gray Sheet has it at $360. So someone walks into your shop with an 82cc Mint State 63 and an NGC holder. They say, I want to sell it to you for Gray Sheet, and then you buy it, and because you think, well, okay, I can do that. And then you look at NGC retail and it's $275. And then so you put it up on the site for, basically $400. Someone says, man, the NGC says it's only $275. That happens all the time. Now I know that the plus grades and the stars and Old Green Holders, don't always have an effect on NGC because it's different. I know I'm kind of comparing apples to oranges here on some of this, but it's undeniable when I have an NGC coin right here and the retail is only $275 and Gray Sheet's got it listed at $360, which is supposedly the wholesale. That's a problem. So then we come down to another 82cc PL. Also got an asterisk beside it because literally it has the regular non-PL version of the 63 graded at $450. Like I said right here, $450. The NGC has it listed at $350 if it was in their holder PL, and then it's $396 in Gray Sheet. So as you can see, Gray Sheet again is about retail. Now you have the 83cc Mint State 63 Plus, proof-like CAC. I mean, it's got everything going for it, right? I mean, it's PL, it's got CAC. So really, these values here are kind of tentative. If that coin looks nice and looks the gray, looks solid, nice white coin, you can pretty much ask $550 to $600, maybe even more than that. It just depends. But you still have the discrepancies here. $385, which is more than NGC's retail, and it's really close, within less than $100 for the PCGS. Then we have the 85cc 64 PL, $1,000 PCGS has it listed. NGC has it listed at $1,100, but Gray Sheet has it at $1,300. So someone comes in the shop and says, I'll sell it to you wholesale or even 10% back. You're still paying more than what PCGS has it listed at retail. So something's not right here. If you haven't seen that, if you can't tell by now, something's not right. Something needs to be fixed with the price guides. They are really messed up. And we'll go one more. The 86 Mint State 66 is $400 and a PCGS holder, and $350 NGC, and Gray Sheet it's $255. That's a little more realistic, what you would like to see or you would typically see. So when I tell people, look, values they're just guides. They can sell for more, they can sell for less. They make that claim themselves. There's all kinds of factors that can increase or decrease the value of a coin. Toning, scratches on a holder, CAC sticker, plus grade, star grade. Like I said, there's just so many different factors. So I wanted to share that with you and show you. Like I said, I don't own these values. Like I said, I give credit to PCGS and NGC and Gray Sheet, using them for educational purposes and news to do a little report here. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.